first. Like if she wanted to put something on her face, some face cream or something, I would sit down in front of my computer and I would type in every individual ingredient. They just threw a garbage out their window. Here's their garbage. Garbage. Okay, I was recording and that's good. It's horrible, man. Sometimes you think you're recording and then you find out you're not. The worst, like there's been a couple of times where I'm doing like a fairly interesting video blog, or I think it's interesting, and then all of a sudden I find out that, you know, like I wasn't even recording it, or the camera turned off for one reason or another. Happens very rarely nowadays. But there was one time where I was go-karting, and I'm going to do some go-karting videos in the near future because there's a new track near my house, and why are you driving all the way on the left-hand side of the road? Like, is there, like you're, like, I'm really aggressive today. If I go right, that'll take me to Shimandam. I want to get in the mountains. I'm going to go left. Left is the quickest way to the mountains. I want to get to the mountains. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there was one time I was go-karting, and it was I was like, me and this one guy, it was like me and this one guy, we were just literally just battling it out. He'd pass me, I'd pass him, he'd pass me, and he'd bump me from behind, I'd bump him from behind, and it just was, it was an epic battle. That's a new in word, it seems. There's this like real high-speed turn. There's this like high-speed turn, and then there's a straightaway, and along that straightaway is the pit lane. The pit, is that what it's called? Pit lane? Just, you know, the where you pull off to, when the race is over, you pull off there to pit or whatever. Anyways, so I'm doing the high-speed corner, and I'm ahead of him, and I had a good line, and just as I finish the corner, he T-bones me from the side. He like just crashes right into me. I don't know what he was trying to do, and I went from going down the straight like this, like he hit me, and I like my cart just like pretty much turned 90 degrees. But somehow, because I was kind of drifting around the corner, so when he hit me, it turned me this way, and I continued on, like, because I was already kind of drifting in that direction anyways. But when he hit me, it turned me, and I just shot. And I was doing like 70 kilometers an hour, straight towards a concrete wall, like with no tires or cushioning of any type. It might have killed me. So I you know, like I'm heading straight towards this concrete wall, so I do a quick left turn. I can't even turn quick enough, so I just kind of jerk it left and then send it into another slide, and now I'm sliding towards this concrete wall, like totally horizontal. And yeah, you know, the wall is like this, and I'm just sliding towards it like this. And just before I hit the wall, I get traction, and I've got my, you know, pedal on the gas the whole time. And just before I hit the wall, I catch traction, and I shoot forward. But I'm already off the track. I'm actually in pit lane. So now I'm shooting down pit lane, doing like, I don't know, 50 maybe. And there's a bunch of parked go-karts there, and I'm about to hit, like, crash into one of them in the rear. So I had to do a quick jerk to go around that, and I literally like started to slide again towards it, and then I just my tail like kicked out just as I'm going past the go-kart, just missing it. And then I shoot all the way along pit lane next to all the parked go-karts, doing like I'm still on the gas, so now I'm doing like 60. And then I exit pit lane, and I'm right on the same guy's ass. And it was like the coolest, it's got to be like one of the coolest things ever in go-karting history. It was like, I literally almost died to begin with, and then you know, and then all this sliding and almost missing shit, and it was just cool. And then at the end of it all, I realized that for some strange reason the camera had like just shut off, and I don't even know why. So I didn't get any of it on video, but I thought I was recording at the time. Speaking of which, that reminds me of another story.